Developing tonight, a 20-year-old man is recovering after being shot by Kissimmee police officers for pointing what they thought was a rifle at them.
Yeah, the weapon he was armed with turned out to be a BB gun. The police chief showed us during a news conference tonight. It happened near US 192 and Bass Road in Kissimmee. That's where Channel 9's Scott Martin is joining us live from tonight. Scott, you've been there all day. As soon as it happened, you went to the scene and you talked to people who saw this guy walking around pointing this gun in the air.
Martha, this is a real high traffic area where this all happened, right next to where the Walmart is in this shopping complex, where there are a few stores. We're just behind that here is where that shooting happened. Police say that the man that officer shot's name is Matthew Wagner, and they said that people started calling 911 when they saw him holding what they thought was a real gun. Gunfire rang out behind this small shopping center off US 192 after Kissimmee police gave multiple warnings for Matthew Wagner to put the gun down.
The subject then pointed this rifle at the officers, and at that time the officers were forced to shoot the subject to defend themselves and potentially others in the area.
Before the gunfire, people like Dexter Brown say they saw Wagner walking down the street with the gun in his hands.
He was walking very slow. He looked like he was just looking up in the trees like if he was hunting for like birds or squirrels or whatever. I don't know what it was.
Brown says he had a hunch the gun wasn't real, so he didn't think twice about it. He only thought it was strange.
So I thought it was odd that someone would be walking around this road with a gun in his hand looking up at the trees, because it's not a hunting area.
Sky News 9 flew over the large scene reaching near the highway. Chief Charles Broadway says officers were called to the area around 1:30 for a man armed with a rifle. He says officers had no idea whether the gun was real.
This rifle here looks like and resembles a real rifle.
Brown says he's not surprised that people were alarmed and understands officers had to protect themselves and everyone who may have been nearby.
And they got to make that split-second decision to do something. I think that you have to be silent caution.
Now, at last check, Wagner is in the hospital and is said to be stable. Chief Broadway says 3 officers right now are on paid administrative leave. He also says that once FDLE completes its initial investigation, they intend on releasing some body camera footage. Reporting live in Kissimmee, I'm Scott Martin, WFTV Tonight.